Hi, my name is Joji Schloss. I'm the Director of Operations at Geneva Eye Clinic, and I've been here for about going on 9 years now. Basically run the overall responsibilities of the clinic. So Geneva Eye Clinic is located in Geneva, Illinois. We're about 45 miles west of the city of Chicago. We've been here for probably close to 60 years in the full history of Geneva Eye Clinic, but we've been in this location here now for about 15, 18 years. We have a total of around 50 employees at Geneva Eye Clinic. I would say the bulk of the staff are in the clinical world. So we have 6 physicians total, 5 MDs, 1 OD. We have probably about 15 technicians that support the doctors, and then we have probably 6 or 7 optical staff. We have 5 billing staff. We have probably about 7 front desk staff. We've been a Nitra customer, it seems like forever, but it's only been about a year and a half. Well, actually, you interviewed Dr. Anjali Hawkins, and so Dr. Hawkins and Dr. Derman had gone to a women in ophthalmology meeting, and they came back with Nitra saying, hey, this is something we should look into. And so I started looking into the product as well as comparing them to Amex, which we were using at the time, and really doing sort of an overall investigation of what would be the best credit card for us to use. We have an accounting firm that is our third party that does all of our monthly financials, but in terms of overseeing the billing department and things like that, that falls under my scope. But I wouldn't say that I'm responsible for it. I would say the accountants really help us understand what's going on. Our accountants do a lot of great work for us. They end up focusing more on the actual bookkeeping accounting functions. I wish that they did think of us as a whole in terms of an organization and what could benefit us from the accounting perspective or tax implications or our physicians being independent, practitioners, if there's ways that they could help us with that. But they definitely take care of the financial monthly reporting and things like that and the end of the year reporting. In terms of managing the finances, I think being in private practice, having physicians that are owners, but also retiring physicians that are being bought out, it's a very complicated situation. And it's something that after all this time, I'm still struggling to fully understand because there's always so many moving pieces. There are physicians buying in, there are physicians that are being bought out. The doctors also own the building, and that's a separate ownership tract. And so there's a lot of pieces and a lot of complexity. So it's not just about the accounting of the business, it's also ownership that feeds into that. Ultimately, what made that decision from switching from Amex to Nitra was really the cashback advantages that it gave to the practice. And so I learned a lot of things going through the investigation. I think the biggest thing that I learned was that Amex gave different levels of cashback for different purchase types. And so with Nitra, things are weighted the same. So regardless if you're buying meals versus if you're buying six-figure equipment, it all comes down to the same kind of cashback. And so that was new for us. And so what we found out was that as most practices or most businesses, you're spending a lot of money on certain things, but you're also spending a certain amount of money on nondescript things. I felt like once we learned about Nitra, we realized that we were leaving money on the table and we could get more for our dollar with Nitra than with Amex. I have to be honest with you, I'm definitely a super fan of Nitra. Our account manager, Alex, is fantastic. He takes care of everything for us. He's really been helpful in terms of helping us understand the platform and helping us think outside the box. And so we've been really lucky to be able to work through some issues in terms of, okay, this isn't working for us. Is there a way that I could do this better or smarter? Our accountants love Nitra when it comes to just the syncing capabilities between Nitra and our QuickBooks. And so it's really made their job easier. It's made my job easier, and everything is just really well thought out. So yeah, I love Nitra also because they take good care of us. When we were at the AAO a month ago, they invited us to go out to dinner, and it was really the best time. And even people that I invited who didn't know Nitra, who weren't clients of Nitra, really said to me afterwards, these are really nice people. And it was, I know that, right? I know that you're all nice people, but to hear from folks who didn't feel like they were getting a serious sales pitch, but at the same time, they had a very enjoyable meal. It was a wonderful meal. And we celebrated, somebody's birthday. It was one of the guys' birthdays. And I've known Daniel since before he got married. So I was able to ask him about how did everything go? And I just feel like I get to know them really well. I found out that Daniel's grandfather, I think, passed away, and I was able to check in with him about that. And he was surprised that I remembered or that I even asked, but that's sort of my personality. And so I feel like Nitra is more than a vendor to us. I feel like we have a relationship that's mutually, we like each other, we work well together, we partner together in business, but I feel like I am really invested in them, in Nitra being successful. And I want to make sure that, I can do what to support, because I feel like I don't want Nitra to be a secret. I want everybody to know about Nitra.